Do you think it's coming today? The grasshopper? Yeah, that one. I've never seen it, have you? No, but they say it exists. Who says? People. Others. Oh, if it does come, do we fight it? Can we? I don't know, but we should be ready. But what if it's friendly? A human-sized grasshopper? Friendly? Stranger things have happened. Do you think it likes music? Why? Maybe we can sing to it, to calm it. Or annoy it. True, maybe we're just making a big deal out of nothing. Maybe it's just a myth. Or a story people tell to scare others. Like us. If it comes, we'll face it together. Or one of us could run, and the other could face it alone. I wonder, what does a human-sized grasshopper even eat? Not us, I hope. Hopefully. Tomorrow, let's bring a net. And some music. Just in case. Just in case. You ever wonder if it would like Chick-fil-A? The grasshopper? Yeah, that one. I've never seen a grasshopper eat a chicken sandwich, but this one's different. It's human-sized. True, maybe it has a human appetite. Maybe we could lure it with waffle fries. Everyone likes waffle fries. Exactly. What if we disguise ourselves? As what? Batman. Both of us? Why not? 2 Batman are better than 1. But would a grasshopper fear Batman? Everyone fears Batman. True. So, if it approaches, we jump out yelling, "I'm Batman!" and offer it waffle fries? Precisely. This might be our best plan yet. Can't be worse than the net idea. Agreed. Tomorrow, we'll go as Batman with waffle fries. If it's friendly, great. If not, we're ready. Sounds like a plan. Worst case, we enjoy the fries ourselves. In best case, we make friends with a human-sized grasshopper. Either way, it's going to be an interesting day. Definitely. But remember, if things go south, we stick together. No running alone. Right, Batmen stick together. To the Batmobile! Or, you know, our bikes. Do you remember what Skywalker did in that Star Wars film? With the AT-ATs? The AT-ATs? Yes, he tied a rope around their feet, making them fall. Those were machines. This is a grasshopper. The principle is the same, isn't it? Trip it up. It has more legs though. And it can jump. So we'll need to be quick. We'd have to get close. And that's risky. It's better than waiting and wondering. Action over inaction. True. But how do we get the rope around its legs? One of us distracts it with Chick-fil-A. The other one does the roping. So Batman offers a sandwich while the other one turns Skywalker? Precisely. It's ambitious. It's a plan. If we pull this off, we'll be legends. The ones who tamed the giant grasshopper. With fast food and a rope trick from a sci-fi movie. Just another day for us. Tomorrow then? Tomorrow. The next day after that is free too. You know, everything has a natural enemy. Like a predator or a nemesis. Like Superman and Lex Luthor. So what's the natural enemy of a giant grasshopper? A colossal bird? An oversized frog? Or a titanic praying mantis? Now that would be a sight. But really, everything in nature has a balance, right? Like a checks and balance system? Exactly. So, if we find this grasshopper's enemy, we might not have to do the heavy lifting. Yeah, let nature do its thing. But where do we even find such a creature? And how do we know that it won't turn on us? Oh, the double-edged sword of nature. We could be smart about it, use the enemy, and then ensure that it goes back to where it came from. Like bait and switch. Precisely. Still, it's a gamble. But everything we thought of so far is a gamble. I mean, what choice do we have? We're not superheroes after all. True. It's not like we can just call the real Batman for help. That would be nice. Exactly. We're just ordinary people dealing with extraordinary circumstances. So we use what we have, even if it is a bit unconventional. Better unconventional than unprepared. Agreed. Let's plan this carefully. Step 1, finding our natural ally. Step 2, ensuring that it doesn't decide that we're the next target. Step 3, we get in, we get out. Sounds like a plan. A little crazy, but a plan. Sometimes crazy is all you got. Let's do it. After all, what's the worst that could happen? Right? We play our part, as does the grasshopper, as does its mysterious enemy. And tomorrow, we might see this natural theater play out. Tomorrow then. Tomorrow it is. You know, we often get distracted by women. That's the understatement of the century. I know, but I was thinking, What if we could use that to our advantage? Go on. What if we dressed up as a woman grasshopper to distract the giant grasshopper? Yeah, if we're distracted by long legs and hips, surely it'll be the same deal for him. It's a novel idea, but how do we even begin to look like a female grasshopper? A costume, we make it hot and steamy. Big eyes, slender body, maybe we even add some wings. This might be the strangest plan yet, but it's so crazy. It just might work. And while it's totally captivated, we either escape or carry out the next part of our plan. Rope, Chick-fil-A, Batman costume? All the options are on the table. All right then, tomorrow we become the hot single lady at the bar. For the sake of survival, for evolution. There's something we haven't considered. What's that? What if it falls in love with us? What if our disguise works too well and wants us? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. It would complicate things a bit. We might have to break its heart. Sounds too cruel. To lure it in with love, only to shatter it. Just how would a giant heartbroken grasshopper even react? I don't know. It's unpredictable. It's an ethical dilemma, I think. We're trading deception for survival. Nature is full of deception, but this feels more personal. True, to look into its eyes and see longing, only to turn away. We would have to be prepared for the consequences, whatever they might be. We can't just play with a person's emotions, even if it is a giant grasshopper. Maybe we should reconsider, find another way. But it's such a good plan. Sometimes the best plans are the ones never put into action. So, no hot and spicy female grasshopper? Maybe not. Not if it means breaking a heart. Back to the drawing board then. Tomorrow is another day. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll come up with another idea. Or we'll still be at square one. Square two's not bad either. No, it's not. It's one step better than square one at least. I'm sure we'll think of something, like we always do. You know, I've been thinking, we're trying to use natural enemies and costumes, right? What if we go a bit cinematic, like in the movies? Exactly. Remember Jason Voorhees from those old horror films? The guy with the hockey mask and the machete? How could I forget? What if we somehow got him involved? I mean, not the real Jason, but the idea of him. You mean like using fear tactics? Make the monster think that it's up against the movie monster? Right, think about it. If a grasshopper's got a natural enemy, it's got to be something terrifying. But Jason's just a guy in a mask with a knife. How is that going to scare the grasshopper? It's all about the aura, Jimmy. We create a sense of dread, something overwhelming. And we assume grasshoppers get scared of people in hockey masks. We're in uncharted territory, Jimmy. We've got to experiment. So we dress up as Jason, wielding a hockey mask, trying to scare the bug. Not just any bug, a human-sized one. And we're not just any Jason. We're grasshopper hunter Jason. That's a stretch, Purdy. But no crazier than our other ideas. We can set up a scene, like in the movies. Eerie lighting, suspenseful music, really sell the effect. I can see it now. A fog machine, dim lights, and the sound of a chainsaw in the distance. Yeah, the grasshopper won't know what hit it. It'll be too caught up in the horror movie atmosphere. And while it's distracted, we make our move. Exactly. We can have traps set up, nets, maybe even some rope to tie it down. It's like blending all of our ideas into one mega plan. We're taking inspiration from every angle. Nature, cinema, even fast food. I never thought I'd see the day where Jason Voorhees and Chick-fil-A would be part of the same plan. That's how life rolls sometimes, Jimmy. But where do we get a Jason costume and all the other props? We'll need to do some shopping. Maybe hit up a costume store, a hardware store. Don't forget the fog machine. Right. And we need to pick the perfect spot. Somewhere with enough space, but still closed off. Like an abandoned warehouse or a big garage. Somewhere where we can control the environment. Make it just like a scene from a horror movie. It's going to take a lot of work. Setting everything up, getting into character. But think about it, Jimmy. If it works, we'll be heroes. The guys who outsmarted a giant grasshopper with a horror movie setup. Plus, it'll be a story to tell the grandkids. We'll be the talk of the town. The duo that faced a giant grasshopper with nothing but a Jason costume and their wit. It's ambitious, Purdy, but I'm in. Then let's get planning. Tomorrow, we'll start planning Operation Voorhees. Operation Voorhees it is. Let's just hope this is the final chapter. And if it's not, we'll just have to come up with something else, like we always do. Wait a minute, Jimmy. We're thinking about this all wrong. When does Jason usually strike in the movies? Mostly at night, right? Especially in those camp scenes. Exactly. We should set up a camping scene. Make it look like we're just two regular guys out for a camping trip. And let the grasshopper stumble upon us like it's interrupting our peaceful night. Yeah, we pitch a tent, start a fire, the whole deal, and then we just sit around and wait for it to show up. I can see it now. We're roasting marshmallows, telling stories, then bam! Jason Voorhees makes his entrance. It's perfect because that's when Jason is at his scariest. And if the grasshopper does show up while we're camping, it'll be totally off guard. Plus, there's another classic Jason scene that we can use. The lake. Right, the swimming scenes. Jason always had a thing for water. We could set up near a lake or a pond, make it look like we're going for a midnight swim. That would be doubly effective. It's both a classic horror setup and a vulnerable moment. We'll need to be careful though. Going near water at nighttime can be risky, especially with a giant monster grasshopper on the loose. True, but think of the impact. It would see us swimming, let its guard down, then boom, we strike. With our Jason disguise, it'll be a real shocker for the grasshopper. And the water gives us an advantage. We can move around, hide unseen. We'll need some waterproof lights, maybe some underwater effects to really sell the scene. This is turning into quite the production. Camping, swimming, a horror show. But it's all worth it. We're blending in with nature and using some classic fear tactics. Do you think the grasshopper will fall for it? It's all about the atmosphere. The more authentic we make it, the better our chances. So we camp, we swim, we tell stories, and when the time is right, Jason appears. It's our best plan yet. Tomorrow night then, we become campers and save the town. The next day after that is free too. Oh, and don't forget the classic scene where someone wanders off alone in the woods to relieve themselves. That always ramps up tension. Right, we could stage a scene too where one of us wanders away from camp. It's the perfect bait. And while the grasshopper is distracted by the one off alone, the other one can be ready to spring into action as Jason. We'll have to make it convincing. Really play up the part that we're, unsuspecting campers. I'll get some props, like a flashlight and a fake beer can, to really sell it. The more realistic it is, the better. And the sound of rustling leaves, maybe some animal noises in the background to add to the suspense. We might have to hire extras. Exactly. And the grand finale with Jason making his dramatic entrance just as the grasshopper thinks it's caught its prey. We need to time it perfectly. The second the grasshopper is focused on the one in the woods, that's when Jason strikes. We'll rehearse it. Make sure we got our timing down. We can't afford to miss our cue. Then let's get started. We've got a big night ahead of us. Tomorrow we'll make horror movie history, or at least grasshopper taming history. We just got to figure out who's going to go pee in the woods. Either me or you. Maybe we can use Bob. He ain't done nothing since we started this skit. Maybe tomorrow we can rock, paper, scissors for it. Sounds like a plan. Tomorrow everything falls into place. It always does.
It's Purdy Brock Jenkins. 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 It's Purdy Brock Jenkins.